Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Breath of Fire 1, where last time we went through the Sky Tower. We were captured. Well, actually, now that was actually 2 times ago. 2 times ago, we went through the Sky Tower. 1 time ago, we went through the dream world of Moat, defeated him, and acquired the Sky Key. That used up a lot of resources. We are almost on empty. For everybody that can heal, that's fine. Let's actually sort out this group a little bit better. Let us put Karn back into the party. Let's put Bo back into the party because we're not fighting a boss now. We have fought the boss. The machine has a place for a key. So I've used the Sky Key. Do I just go back to town? Well, because we don't have to... Nope. What does exit do? If exit does not flee from your enemies, and exit does not leave a dungeon. Oh wait, she doesn't have enough AP. So let us use an acorn. Oh, by the way, check out my fancy inventory. So organized, except for this bottom part. But this top part, so organized. So at the very least, I don't have to walk all the way back to the bottom here. And now, we're back to spring. It is no longer winter out here. Was this guy no trouble at all? I want to say this guy was no trouble at all. Yeah, if all he's going to do is silence my melee characters, then that does sound like no trouble. Let's head back to this nearby town of Spring, and see what has changed. Though I believe the next thing for me to do is related to that waterfall. Supposedly there's something behind the waterfall. Anyway, spring is famous for the waterfall and warm weather. We liked the warm weather, but we really appreciate it now. Yeah, what's the saying? You don't appreciate something until it's gone. And now I don't believe I'll be able to walk into the river. Never mind, I spoke too soon. Spring is here! Thank you! You're welcome. Only 100 gold points per night. You can save their town, but you won't get a discount at the inn. Nope, no, we don't. We're good. That was an accident. I'm sorry, innkeeper. I did not mean to waste your time. It's nice and warm now. Spring has come. Yes. A hero fell into the falls, never to be seen again. Watch out! You might catch a hero instead of a fish. That is a bizarre phrasing. What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? Wait a second, is he challenging me to fish? Because that might require me to fish. And I don't fish in video games. Or in real life. Because that would require me to start fishing. Hello? You guys don't really look that dangerous. You and your slowly undulating hands. Oh, one of these guys. That's okay, I slept at the inn. I'm all rested. AP reacquired. I can heal up after this match. Easily enough. And Ox leveled up. Fantastic. Alright. You can start healing people yourself. Now here's the question. Who was the hero that fell into the waterfall? Are they at the end of this cave? And Blue leveled up again. It is interesting how like certain characters seem to, and she got a new spell, seem to level up so much faster. Like Nick and Blue have been kind of in the party. How about this? Nick has always been at the party at the same time as Blue. Blue even left the party for a little bit when I was going to the Frog Cave. But somehow Blue started off at a lower level than Nick and has leveled up to a higher level than Nick, participating in the same battles. It's just interesting that each character has its own set of like how it's supposed to advance. But then you could also say that because Blue is constantly learning new abilities, if she was leveling up the same pace as Nick was, or Nick is, shall I say. Unless you're watching this in the future, which you undoubtedly are because it is no longer the present, of which I'm recording it, in which case, was would be the correct terminology. Oh, do I go south? I think I go south. Yes. Like she wouldn't learn as many new abilities because of it. Like if she's been learning one ability per level, pretty much one ability per level. Like, she missed, like, a couple levels, but we'll average it out. 8 to 10 abilities in 10 levels. That means she would have 8 to 10 abilities less than what she has now. So, to balance her out and possibly make her more effective against stronger enemies while still being a magic user, like, I suppose the other way you could have done it is, like, instead of having more powerful spells, you do a better job tying the damage those spells do to your stats. Like, you don't necessarily need a Cure 1 and a Cure 2 if your stats enable you to boost the ability of that Cure as the game goes on. Although I would say, like, magic systems back in the day of Breath of Fire 1 were more focused on, like, you would use a Cure 1, like a regular cure spell, for a lower cost. But it did less. And you would spend more magic or AP or mana on a higher cure spell if you wanted to heal more, but it would cost you that much more. Which makes things like Dark Souls a little bit interesting, because like with Dark Souls, you generally just have one cure, like your Estus Flask you upgrade your Estus Flask, but you don't have multiple versions of your Estus Flask. You don't use like a partial fraction of a drink. You don't, when you get the Heal Miracle, you don't, there isn't a, technically there are multiple versions of the Heal Miracle in that game. But you can only equip so many at a time, and that's the separate thing there. Yeah, the Estus Flask is probably the more comparable one. You make it stronger, but you always retain the same quantity of uses. Though I suppose the problem with that classic idea, oh, leveled up, of having like multiple versions of it and you deciding which version you're going to use, the problem is that means a lot of spells become outdated. Like, a lot of blue spells are outdated because they simply are not strong enough to do much damage to any, oh, you paralyzed guys. Alright. They're not strong enough to do damage to current enemies. Oh, and he's already back on his feet. And he's back down. Like, if you had those spells tied to stats, then that spell would remain useful. But because that spell is not tied to stats, and that spell, well, I guess to a degree that's, no it's not. Because that spell always does, like, a certain amount of damage versus stronger, more costly spells. That means that for damage dealing, like, half of Blue's arsenal might as well not be considered at all. Like her spells are like weapons and armor, constantly having to be replaced, but you're always sitting on all the old variations. But also another thing with this game is that, like, the elements don't really matter. If the elements actually mattered, like if you used fire against cold enemies, that kind of thing, then that might also affect, like, how you would choose spells, instead of just going for the one that hits the hardest. Or the one that costs the most, that sort of thing. Like, there does not seem to be specific status ailments attached to any specific spell. Oh, that is not an entrance to the town. Where am I now? Is this town frozen in time? Yeah, the steam rising from the pot does not move. The grinder wheel that grinds in the background of this house remains in place. Can I just stay in your inn? Like... a ruby bracer? Oh. A ruby bracelet. Nina, Mogu, or Blue. What does it do? That is something I will never know. Can you equip another thing? You can wear whatever this does. Enjoy it. Can I rest in the bed? Apparently, I can only rest in a bed if I pay for it. All right. Why is he able to move? This is Carmen. I returned a few days ago to find time has stopped. Is this something to do with Tak in the east? Please, please tell me there is not a city called Tick that's in the west. I really hope that does not exist. I'm very worried there is a neighboring town of Tick. And I will be very disappointed if it exists. But at the very least, now I know where I'm supposed to go. To the east. Always to the east. Bonus points if you know what that reference is from. Alright, so nobody's much of a conversationalist around here. Apparently they need time to be functional. Oh, more pigs. I cannot drink out of their trough. Okay, so Tak is to the east, but apparently there are also some cliffs. Were you dangerous? I vaguely remember fighting. No, these guys were not. Never mind. Yeah, I fought like a couple of them in the sky tower. That looks like a fancy tree. All right, let's take a look at the map, see where we're going. Let's go to the east first. Maybe see if this actually goes somewhere. Slowly but assuredly beat up the bad guys on our way there. Though I suppose I wonder whether the dialogue of, like, the city is in the east was written. Like, before or after the placement of the town. Like, I've played games after this game was made, which sometimes give you, oh, Blue leveled up again! I don't even have time to use these new spells that she's been learning. But she didn't learn any spells that time. But yeah, like, games provide, like, vague descriptions in their dialogue. That way they don't have to... By the way, why am I fighting fish on the surface? If I can't use Gobi's fish spell on land, then I sure as hell shouldn't be fighting fish on land. They're just flying through the air. But yeah, they provide, like, vague descriptions in the dialogue. That way, like, they could just shift the level design around, and they wouldn't really have to worry about it being affected. For instance, one game I refer to in regards to this sort of thing is Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix. Soldier of Fortune 1 wasn't necessarily a smart game. It was more of a shoot bad guys and watch them explode into a whole bunch of bits game. But Soldier of Fortune 2 tried, I think, to be a little bit smarter. Gobi leveled up great news. And have more of a plot. At one point in the game, you're going through this airport, somebody's talking to you via communicator. And they're supposed to help guide you, help you avoid dangers as you're going through the airport. And the guy's like, there are bad guys up ahead. And it's like, of course there are bad guys up ahead. I know there are bad guys up ahead. Tell me something I don't know. In contrast to something, say, like more story developed, like Max Payne 2, where you have a similar sort of sequence. Where you have somebody over a communicator guiding you through a place filled with enemies. This time it's a apartment building instead of an airport. But at one point they say, oh, hold on, I can actually swap out. They say, there's a guy down the hall on the left, standing in front of a painting. Like, it's so specific, and you can tell the writing was done at the same time. What have we here? As the development of the levels as well. Versus something where they just kind of like developed the levels and wrote the storyline at separate occasions. I'm sure Tak is mostly to the east, but the fact that there is no quick direction east, it's just go south and then loop around. Oh, hello, it's a different version of the beaks. Who are capable of using strong fire spells. Slightly dangerous, but more time-consuming than anything else, because I'm gonna have to heal up after their fights. I'm not entirely sure how big this area is, too, and also I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be looking for the town, not the tower, but I decided I wanted to poke around. I wonder if this outer area is there if you happen to go down the wrong arrows. Ah. Ah, Nina leveled up. Do I have any of those, like, zombie cures kind of sitting in my inventory, not being used? I want to say the answer is yes. And that is a T-drop. Oh, hello. There's nothing there. There's a staircase in the upper left corner, so that's, I guess, where our goal is. Sir, how very rude of you. I don't have T-drops for everybody. Mogu leveled up. Though I suppose if push comes to shove, I could always use a, Blues exit, head back to that previous... No, I can't even head back to that previous town to rest up because the time is stopped. I actually do have to get to, to the new town. Or finish this area. I don't know. Alright, that is a much better way to handle that. Oh, and this takes me directly to this ladder, or this staircase. Wait, is this just a... This is a little bit more complicated. Never mind. Okay, so I can't go up from here because I'll just go back down. So let's go down from here. Let's swap out Karn for Blue. How expensive were any of those new spells that I picked up? 54 versus 42. That is pretty expensive. Especially since there hasn't been an upgraded version of the Restore AP item. Like, it's only been acorns. Like, there's no Acorn Plus. Alright, so this goes that way. Obviously, I'm not going to go up, because... Never mind, I'm going up. Obviously, I'm not going down there, because that just loops me back in. Alright, let's see how tough this new Nova spell is. Because these guys do take a bunch of hits. Never mind, that only attacks one guy. What else do I have? Do I have anything else that hits a group? I've got Bolt X, just hits one. Fire X, I think hits one. Ice X only hits one. So Nova X is just one guy. Interesting. Okay, and then this combined with Nick's boomerang did not kill him. Alright, still. Still pretty solid strategies for that group at least. Ah, and Karn leveled up. Good job, Karn. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of arrow I use to jump into this section. Okay, that was unnecessary, but I'll take it. This is probably not the right way. Nope. But at the very least, I could loop around. Yeah, I figure for just 2 of these guys, like, I don't need to spend 40 points of Blue's AP. I could hold on to it. Did I even bother replacing any of my herbs that I used? I used a lot of them. Good enough. Alright, let's circle around back around the bottom, see if we can find a way into the bottom right quadrant. Why, hello, skeletons! I was gonna say, I do appreciate it when they don't use their spells or abilities, and I also appreciate it when they miss. Both are very convenient. Okay, so yeah, just walk around the outside and then I can get to the next staircase. Oh no, small bugs, what will I do? All right. A gold tiara? Huh. Okay, for a second there I was worried that I wouldn't be able to proceed. Also, let's avoid walking out the bottom panel there because we've learned from experience that that is not good. A spider. All right. But somehow not more threatening than the flies. Because normally the auto battle usually targets whoever's the toughest in the group. All right, who uses the gold tiara? That is like nothing. Who uses the guard shield? Nick, Bo, Nina, Ox, Gobi, Karn, or Mogu? So almost the entire party. Makes him slower and weaker. Can't use a shield, can't use a shield. And can't use a shield. Okay, great. Ah, life 2. Excellent. I could use that when I'm dealing with enemies who kill you in one hit. Great. What happens if you stand on something where the arrows just kind of like point at each other? Like, do you just end up in an infinite loop? Like, how does that work? Or do you just move one place over and the effects of the arrow don't matter? Let's find out. No, okay, never mind. Huh. So then how do you get to that staircase? If it's sitting on these arrows. Let's find out. Let's try this one. Or do these automatically just move you over 2 hit points? Not 2 hit points. 2 spaces. Yeah, it seems like they just move you over 2 spaces regardless. Okay, and it also does not look like there are any of them really that start to move you back up, so... So really the only thing for me to do would be to... aim for the staircase at the top right corner. But I can also see if I can loop around to grab that treasure chest in the middle of the room. Ah, blue leveled up again! No new abilities, but that is fine. Let's see, he's almost out of AP. All right. Yeah, there's no way to actually get to that staircase, but let's... Let's see if we can get to that other staircase. All right. I guess let's start in this direction. Huh. Alright, let's try to figure out a path from here. So we've got this arrow that's going up there. So we need to land in that spot. And the only way to get to that spot over there is we need to get to the arrow above the chest. To get to the arrow above the chest, I need to get to that down arrow. To get to that down arrow... Is there anything that positions me over by that down arrow? Yes. Yes. Actually, I think I can do this. Maybe. No. Yes? Okay, so there's the chest there. There's that arrow that goes right, there goes... But how do I get to... Wolfskin? Alright, that probably is worn by... Bow. Slightly better is good enough. There we go. No, we're not taking that staircase down. You've given me all kinds of trouble, but now it's over. Time is on my side. See for yourself. What do you think? I stopped time in the village. This is just the beginning. Soon it'll be like this all over the world. What is the point? What is the point of that evil plan? What do you even gain? Like, what are you gonna do? Just, like, run into people's houses and loot their stuff while they're not looking? Who is that? Is that Alan? It can't be. Wait, does Cyril actually have, like, a romantic interest? Time and space have started to distort. Maybe we should not have been messing around with time and space. Or spin cycles. Nick and his companions are caught in the middle. Is this a sudden narrator? Am I by myself? I'm by myself. Alright, I'm going to take a moment to save. Alright, let's see if I can actually get anywhere. Oh wait, I've got the boomerang. I almost forget that I have it. It's like I'm worried about something for no reason. Alright, let's see if we can go back to that town where time is stopped and reacquire the party. Nick leveled up! Not only is he doing just fine on his own, he's even more powerful than what he was before. Oh no! Son of a... Okay, that would be cheap. I only have one character in my party. Please don't use the one-shot kills on the one character. Let's see, how is my inventory of items going? As I will now require items to heal, at least for the moment. Alright, with any luck I can make it to the town. Nick, you're alive! Everyone is here! It seems that Alan and Cyril know each other. I hear that they were childhood friends. Cyril is a friend. I know that she'll never help the Dark Dragons. You know, people do change. I'm going to talk to find out what happened. It's not safe to go alone. We'll come with you. Alright. Have I restored time in here? Can I stay at... jeez, I can't even stay at the inn yet. Alright, I think I'm going to stop here for the night. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.